You will need these notes that you took to do the next lesson in the textbook. So you might want to have this page out where you can see it, or actually, let's do something else. I want you to go ahead and turn the page, and I'm going to do some examples here with you as we work through the text. Now, you don't have these pictures. I just have them up there to refer to. So yours will actually look like this. Just a blank page. I'm going to leave my pictures there just so I can refer to those. And I took the labels off my page. Goodness. I'm just going to keep these right here so that I can refer to them if I need to. So you will not have these in your kit. We do need to give this page a header, a title, and I'm going to call it, and I want you to do the same, please. Forms of numbers. Let me zoom in so you can see. Forms of numbers practice. And then I can bring my picture back up here. I don't want to really use the picture. It just helps us to see those rods and flats, especially the rods and flats, as we're working through these. So I'm just having it there for reference. All right, let's look in the textbook at page 6. This is talking about standard form and expanded form. And we've already added notes. That's what this page was about. So let's read this textbook page and we'll go from there. Lesson 3, standard form and expanded form. When you read numbers, sometimes you read words. Sometimes you read words and symbols. In all cases, you're using place value to read and write numbers. All of the forms shown below represent the same number. Expanded form, you use digits. And the example they're giving us right here is 847. Expanded form is 800 plus 40 plus 7. Expanded notation, this is new, is 8 times 100 plus 4 times 10 plus 7 times 1. And then word form is where we spell it out using properly spelled words. But all of these mean the same amount, the same quantity. So here is a question for us. What is the expanded form and the expanded notation for 908? And I think I want to start our practice with this one. What is the expanded form and notation for 908? So come back over to your page that we started and let's write that question down. So I'm going to just do a bullet point for my first example. What are the expanded forms or the expanded form, and expanded notation for 908. If you need to pause this video to copy that, go ahead and do that. That's one reason I'm using videos. So you can take your time, take all the time you need. You don't have to feel rushed. And when you're ready, let's take a look. So the first form we have is standard. and that is 908. So let's go ahead and get word form, the one I hate because I have to write words. But it's important because most math tests are word problems. And if you can't read and write numbers, you're going to have a hard time. So this is 900, no comma, that's only after thousands. So 908. You do not want to use the word and because the word and means a decimal. So this is the answer we want, 908. So let's do expanded form. And then we'll worry about expanded notation. So here comes expanded form. That's going to be 9 flats plus 0 rods plus 8 cubes. Best thing to do would do it this way. Leave out the rods because there are none. We have 9 of the blue ones and 8 of the yellow ones, but none of the green ones. Expanded notation. This is new, but don't let it throw you. We're going to practice quite a bit. And if you don't get enough practice from me, you can absolutely ask your instructor for a little bit more. So this one is going to be 9 times 100 plus 0 times 10 plus 8 times 1. And that is called expanded notation. And if you want to, I always like to highlight my question. I thought of that and then I thought I won't, but I think I will. What are the expanded form and expanded notation for 908? And we've actually given we've given more answers than we need, but that's okay. I would rather have more than not enough. All right, so let me make another bullet point and then we'll come back here with our next example. And you see here that they have given the answers that we had. They have 900 plus 8, and then they have expanded notation. All right. What is the standard form for 352? So let's just take that back to our example page and write that question. What is the standard form? What is the standard form? What is the standard form for, let me check my number again, 352, and they wrote it out. For 352. So there's the question that could very easily be a test question. And so let's look at our forms. Standard. $352. You just write what you're saying. We already have word form, so I won't have us do that again. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. But let's look at expanded form and expanded notation. And I promise you there is a reason for expanded notation. When you learn how to do scientific notation, this will become important. So go ahead and take the time now and learn it. And then when you get there, you'll already know it. You'll need some review, but it won't be like learning it again. So expanded form would be 3 flats or 300s plus 5 rods, 5 tens, plus 2 cubes. That's expanded form. Expanded notation is 3 times 100 plus 5 times 10 plus 2 times 1. 352. One way, if you're struggling with expanded notation, is to think of money. That always helps. You have 3 $100 bills. You have 5 $10 bills and 2 $1 bills. So you have $352. Instead of thinking of cubes, think of money, and that may help. The question asked us for standard form, so this is the answer that they will want us to give. So let's go back to the textbook and provide that answer. 352. The answer is D. Hint, place value helps you read and write numbers, and it is very important to be able to do that. So let's keep practicing. Let's move to page 7. What is the word form for 269? So let's just keep going until we fill up this page, and then we'll stop this. The question is, what is the word form for 269? So they gave me standard. That's 269. Word. If I say this out loud, I don't usually read it 269. I say 200. Remember, no comma because it's not thousands. 60, there's the tens, the rods, hyphen 9. 269. Okay, let's use expanded form. So we have 2 flats, we have 6 rods, and we have 9 cubes. 269. Expanded notation. Think of this one as banknotes. Notation, banknotes. To get $200, you would need 2 of those $100 bills, plus 6 of the $10 bills, plus 9 of the $1 bills. And that would give you 269 bills. So if we go back to our choices, the word form for 269, there's the keyword, there's the key number, and the answer is going to be C, 269. The first one says 256, 266, 269, and 296. So the one you want is C. This question, What is the expanded notation for 723? So here's the keyword. And let's go to our notes page and take that 723. So my standard form is 723. You don't say 723, you say 700. Do you use a comma? No. Only after 1,000. 20 hyphen 3. 723. Expanded form. This is where you think about flats and rods and cubes. We have 7 of the flats. We have 2 of the rods. And we have 3 of the cubes. And then expanded notation is where you think about banknotes, money. You have 7 of those $100 bills and 2 of the $10 bills and 3 of the $1 bills. 723. Expanded form is what they're looking for. So I need 7 hundreds, 2 tens, and 3 ones. And that's going to be D as in Delta. Number 3. Let me lighten this a little bit. What is the standard form for 937? I think we have room for one more down here. So let's go ahead and write this example. Standard was 937. Word is 900. Do you use a comma? No. 30, that's your 3 rods or your 3 tens, hyphen 7 cubes. So we have standard and we have word. Let's do expanded form. This is where I think about flats and rods and cubes. How many flats do we have? We have 9 of them. How many rods? 3 of them. And how many cubes? 7 of them. And then let's do expanded notation. And this is where I think about banknotes. I would have $900 bills plus 3 $10 bills plus 7 of the $1 bills. And the form they want is standard for 937. So that would be A. Number 4. What digit is in the hundreds place in the number 576? So if you write that number, be careful. The key word in this question is digit. So remember the definition of a digit. A digit is one number. If you go back to your notebook, if you have to, look it up. It's okay. A digit is one of those. So the digit in the hundreds place here is the 5. The answer is not A. It's the digit 5. It's talking about that number only. Let me put a box around that. That question gets missed a lot. A lot of people choose A. Okay, let's take a look at, it's going to try to add a highlighter color. How about number 5? What is the expanded notation of 304? Now, I always like to see standard. If I'm not shown standard, I will write standard every time because that helps me. I know that I need 3 in the hundreds place, so I can eliminate 4, or I'm sorry, C that has a 4 and D that has a 4. So it has to be A or B. 3 in the hundreds place, 0 in the tens place, and 4 in the ones place. So the answer is A. Oh boy. Number 6. What is the expanded notation for the missing number in this set of numbers? So it's this box we have to find first, and then we have to expand it. So let's look at this pattern, see if we can break the pattern. 122, 132, missing number, 152, and 162. What is the thing that's changing in each of these numbers? The ones and the hundreds places are the same. In other words, all of them have a 1 in the hundreds place. All of them have a 2 in the ones place. So I can tell you that this number should follow suit. The question is the tens place, because the tens place is changing. Each time you have a different number in the tens place. So looking just at the tens place, 2, 3, 5, 6. What's missing? 2, 3, 4. So that's the missing number, but we have to find expanded notation for that. So notation, think of money, banknotes. In 142, I would have 1 $100 bill, 4 $10 bills, and 2 $1 bills. The answer is B. Okay. You want the expanded notation for that missing number. That's a very good question. Number 7. What is another way? Don't know why I've lost my highlighter. What is another way to show the expanded form for 200 plus 60 plus 5? So they are asking us for another way to show this number. So I know 265 would work, but that's not one of my choices. C is 256, and that's not right. So let's look at expanded notation. I have 2 in the hundreds place, 6 in the tens place, so this one's out. and 5 in the ones place. I like that one. 256D is not correct. That would be this number. This one would have been, I covered it up and now I can't see it, so let me take that out. 256. This one is 265, and that's the one we're looking for. Number 8. What is the word form of the number 122? So here's my keyword, and there's my key number. 122. That's 100, 20 hyphen 2. So I can eliminate B. B doesn't have a hyphen. C has a hyphen, but it has the wrong thing after the hyphen. A is close, but it says 222. So A is not it. It's going to be D, 122. A lot of this is reading. We haven't done any math, really. It's all about reading and understanding the words. What are the expanded and standard forms of 439? Now here is a clue. You see that S on the word forms? That means that there are 2 answers here. So expanded is one of the things I'm looking for. The word and tells me I'm looking for 2 different things as well. And then the number in question is right here. So 439 is the standard form. And I can already tell you the answer because the only one that has 439 is this one. Now let me call your attention to this semicolon in here. The semicolon is separating the 2 answers. We know that we need 2 answers, and the semicolon is allowing us to choose 2 answers. So the answer you want is C. But let's look at the others just so we can be sure we know what we're doing. 493, that is not 439. 394, again, it doesn't match 439. And I'm getting that from the question. 934 is not 400 anything. So the answer that matches is C. All right. Number 10. Jack sells doors. During April through June, he sold 985 doors. How many doors did he sell? So the clue in this one is right here. 985 would be 9 flats, 8 rods, 5 cubes. And the answer that matches that is D, 985. Be careful with C. C gets the cubes and the rods mixed up. We need 985. And if you wanted to expand that, you would have 900 plus 80 plus 5, or 9 of the hundreds plus 8 of the tens plus 5 of the ones.